Now, we've got a little experiment set up here for the benefit of newcomers to the Goldmaxx, or in fact people who have never used this machine before, perhaps want to hear it in action. I'm just going to demonstrate the 3 tones that this machine gives. Now firstly, on the end here we've got a half decent rusty nail, which obviously will demonstrate the low tone. Well, I suppose we should call that a low buzz. Very distinguishable from the rest. Now, in the centre we've got a hammered penny, which will demonstrate the mid-tone. I love that tone, hammy tone that. Now on the end we've got a milled coin, which happens to be an old penny, and that will demonstrate the high tone. You don't get too many of them on my sites, not too many milled coins. Now, as you're detecting, you often get several double signals. Now I'll show you 4 reasons that you can get a double signal. Now firstly, if we go back to the iron, now this way you get the low tone. Sometimes you'll get a broken tone rather than a low tone, but a definite iron tone. But if you go 90 degrees, you get that double tone. Now that's one way of sorting out the larger nails. You know, if you're set on 5 on the iron threshold to get rid of the sort of a half decent nail, the larger nails you can suss out by that signal. Now if we go to the penny, if you've got something circular or a ring or something like that which is not very deep, it will give a double tone, as I'll demonstrate. And 90 degrees, exactly the same. Obviously because it's round, it gives the same signal both ways. As you go away, it gives a single. So it's only when it's shallow in the ground will you get the double tone. Now if I put that on edge, as you'll see here, you'll get a single tone one way, but if you go 90 degrees, again you'll get that double tone. So that's a way of telling if you've got a coin on edge. Now the final reason you could get a double tone is the hot rock, which is there, a fairly large one, but this is a completely different signal. Very warbly, faint, both ways, very fast, a lot faster. You know, the 2 tones are much closer together. Very easy to tell the difference. You can walk past any signal like that, that would be a hot rock. Now over here we've got a little experiment. Now this is set up just to show you must go slow. On the Goldie, the front of the coil is less sensitive than the back, which I'll demonstrate as well. We've got a cut half in that hole. I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit murky down there. That's at 10 inches. Now if I remove the stick, now this is the type of signal a cut half would give at that depth, 10 inches. Now you can hear it's very faint. Now if you're moving forward too fast, you would very easily miss that. I think most people would, because if you approach it the front of the coil, nothing until that cut half comes under the coil lugs looking straight down. That's when it comes in as a good signal. Faint but clean 2-way signal, 90 degrees. Now you can imagine how easy that would be to miss that sort of signal. But if you're going very carefully, you know, not moving forward too fast, about 1/3 of the coil, especially if you've got plenty of iron about, you would hit that cut half at 10 inches. And obviously if you've got that faint signal, well I personally would then take soil off, which would bring the signal a lot stronger, and then you know you'd obviously get that coin. Now that's about it then. We're now going to get on the site. As you can see, as the cameraman pans round, this is set with grass. This has been detected for 3 decades at least. All the medium, large finds are gone, apart from the odd 1 or 2, so that's nearly all small stuff left. We've got to get on here, find the signals, ferrous and non-ferrous, analyse them, which I hope will help newcomers, you know, to the machine, help them suss out these signals. It's not meant to teach old hands with the Goldmaxx to suck eggs, but more for the newcomer. So we'll close now, and then we'll get on this site and get down to some real business.